Once upon a time, before the first question was ever asked, before light and shadow wove their first dance, there was one, not one among many, not one against another, simply one, a vast, endless awareness stretching across all that was, is, and would ever be. But the one wished to know itself, and to do that, it had to forget. So it shattered like a crystal cast into infinity, scattering itself into uncountable fragments. Stars, stones, rivers, winds, and most curiously, beings who could walk and speak and dream. Each fragment carried a whisper of the whole, a memory buried deep within. But memory is a fragile thing, and time is a master of forgetting. Ages passed. The fragments lost themselves in their reflections, believing themselves separate, bound by names, forms, and fleeting stories. They built worlds within worlds, forgetting that they were the dreamers, not the dream. They feared death, never realizing they had been here before and would be again. But among them, there was always one who remembered. Not all at once, not in great leaps of revelation, but in the quiet moments between heartbeats, in the hush before dawn, in the way the wind spoke to the trees, in the knowing that could not be explained, only felt. As a child, they would stare into the sky and feel the vastness of it inside their chest, as though the stars were not distant, but calling them home. As they grew, the world tried to name them, to bind them to its rules, its fears, its weight. But something inside them refused to be held. They wandered, seeking the pieces of themselves in books, in faces, in the silence of deep forests and the roar of the ocean. They studied the patterns, the hidden symmetries, the echoes that whispered, "You have been here before." And one day, as they sat in stillness, they no longer sought. They simply saw. The illusion of separation unraveled like mist in the morning sun. The stories, the fears, the boundaries. All of it, a dream they had chosen to enter. And in that moment, they were not this body, not this name, not this fleeting tale. They were one again, and yet they remained among the dreamers. Not to awaken them by force, such is not the way of remembering, but to walk among them, a quiet presence, a ripple in the waters of forgetting, to leave signs for those who are ready, echoes for those who are listening. For the one who remembers is not separate from the rest. They are the whisper in your heart, the question that will not die, the knowing you cannot explain. And if you have read this far, then perhaps you too are beginning to remember.